guys, Dan Stovesand, your Bronco specialist, dealer, everything above. All right, we're down to the nitty gritty. We're about to start getting the order bank open and submitting the orders. It's a little bit delayed. We all know the reasoning behind that, but here's a lot of things that's going down. All right, so Ford has over 190,000 reservations. They are only going to be able to build about a third of those. That means they're building about 65-ish thousand cars this year. The reason that is because it's only about a half a year production cycle, and they've got some commodity restraints that's keeping back what they can build. They're trying to build as many as they can. What does that mean to you? Well, if only a third are getting built, 2/3 of all reservation holders are going to have to wait till 2022. Okay? Ford has said, this is not public, but this is what the communications to us as dealers. They are committed to building every single reservation before a single stock order gets built. So that means if you want a 2022 model year, if you're not going to get a 21, if you want a 22, you got to keep your reservation. There will be no stock. You cannot cancel your reservation, say I'll wait to see one. It's not going to exist. There will be no stock. As of right now, there's enough reservations for all of 2022. So you'd be waiting until 23. That being said, once they actually hit dealers' lots, they'll be so scarce. A lot of dealers will be charging premium. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'm not charging any premium ever for the Bronco. But that being said, don't cancel your reservation if you want a 2022 model year, because you won't be able to get one. There will be zero stock. So it's time for a reality check, okay? Like with everybody else, we're only getting about 35% of our reservations converted to orders for 21s. That's actually very high. Most dealers are between 25 and 30%. So we're going to be able to deliver more Broncos to more people, but there's still 65% of reservation holders that are not going to get a 21. They're going to get a 22. But you will get a 22. Promise you that. I've been told by Ford they will build all the reservations for 2022 unless, they leak into 23, but that hasn't happened yet. So everybody that currently has a reservation will get a 22. All right, now let's talk about nuts and bolts, about what your specs are. That's going to affect whether you get a 21 or a 22. Okay, there's some commodity issues. Wild track is a tight commodity. If you want a wild track, even if you have an early reservation, you might not be able to get a 21 because they're in limited quantity and there's a lot of people asking for them. Leather. Almost everybody's adopting for leather. So if you want leather, you might get pushed to a 22. Certainly Sasquatch is limited. That might push you. If you want a black painted hardtop, that is late availability. That might push you. But here's some quality things. Tons of people have been asking for a white painted hardtop or a color match painted hardtop, meaning if you're getting a cyber orange, you got a cyber orange top. Okay? Tons of people want this. That will be available for 2022. So if you were thinking about compromising and just taking that molded in color, which was originally the only thing available, and you think, well, I really want that white painted hardtop, wait for that white painted hardtop, get a 2022, because you might not even get that 21 anyway because of commodity constraints. We will be calling, emailing, texting every single one of you to try and explain exactly where you stand, exactly what to expect, whether the odds of if you're borderline, whether you may or may not get a 21 or a 22, trying to keep you fully in the loop so you know what to expect. But keep in mind, 2/3 of all reservation holders are not getting a 21. All right? So you're in good company. That's the vast majority will not get a 21. And if you have a certain spec that you absolutely will not deviate from, like a wild track with leather and all that stuff, you might end up with a 22. And that's not so bad. Hey, that's great. Maybe you'll end up with a white top or something like that you feel like you couldn't get before. So going to send out more information later, going to be calling you, going to be emailing you, going to be texting you. Please try and talk to us when you can. We need to have a one-on-one conversation so we can give you all the information that we have and give you everything to expect, because I want every single one of you to get a Bronco. It's just some will be 2022s. Good luck. Hope to talk to you soon. We'll let you know what's going on. Thank you.